Hi, we're Wendy and Chris, and this is Meeple Overboard.
Today we are playing Brass Birmingham, this beautiful new edition of the game, or sequel to the original game, published by Roxley Games, designed by Martin Wallace, Matt Tolman, and Gavin Brown.
So this is a game where you are trying to earn the most victory points as you increase your income and you progress through building things. And so the game starts out with two different phases. There's first the Canal phase and then the Railroad phase. And each phase, you work through this entire deck of cards. Each card is an action.
Yep, and so in the Canal phase, you play through the entire deck, shuffle up all the cards, make the deck again, and you are now in the Rail phase. You play through the deck, and that's the whole game. You score only in between, or at the end of the Canal and at the end of the Rail phase. As Wendy said, every card that I'm holding here, that I'm keeping secret from her,
That I can't see.
Is an action that I can take. As actions, if I play a matching city card, then I can build in that area, or if I play one of these industry cards, I can build that industry into a city that I'm connected in. Or I could maybe build connections. Any card can be spent to build canalways in the first half of the game, and then railways in the second half of the game.
So let's go ahead and get started. And as we play, we'll go ahead and explain all the nitty-gritty details because there are a lot of rules to this game.
There are. We'll talk about loans, we'll talk about selling actions to these markets and stuff, but selling always requires this beer. We have these super fancy poker chips, the Iron Clays, in this edition of Roxley. When you pick it up at retail, if you can find the deluxe edition, you can get these, or they're add-ons. This was from the Kickstarter. So we'd start with 17 pounds. We'll probably call them dollars or bucks or monies or coins. Sorry about being inconsistent with that, but that's how it's going to go.
All right, and it looks like I am the very first player.
Yes, Mr. Grumpy McPatterton over there.
So right now, steel is cheap, and if I want to get passive, you notice all these things have a 1, 2, 3, 4, such and such. I always have to build the lowest possible of each industry. So I'm going to go ahead and try to bypass some cards. Very first thing, so I'm going to play a card. Now this is a beer card, but to upgrade action, I can do it with anything. So I'm going ahead and spend 4 by buying 2 steel. And I'm going to upgrade a coal and a beer.
Okay, so once those are developed, they just go off of our player board
Forever.
Yep. The first round of the game, you'll see that we already have one card pre-discarded. At the start of the game, each of us will take one action, which is unusual because the rest of the game will always be taking 2 actions, spending a card to do so. Since Wendy did that, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to spend this Colebrookdale card to build here in Colebrookdale, and one of the things that can be built is iron. I'm going to build this iron mine, iron development. Nope, can't do that. Gave away my hand. Because if you look here on the left side of all of these industry tiles on your player board, there is a cost in pounds, and they will sometimes have different resource requirement costs. This costs coal. Mm-hmm. Coal has to either come from coal mines that are available on the board, or you have to get it from a market that you're connected to.
So it must be connected by ship or rail.
Mm-hmm. So I can't purchase this, whereas the
Steel?
The iron.
That was the iron? Okay.
Yeah, the iron that Wendy purchased, this one can move regardless of whether there's a connection.
Anywhere.
Yep.
Now if you look over here, beers are the same way. So if you're playing for other people to take your beers, they have to be connected by rail. But for you to use your beer, it can be anywhere. That's why there's a little hat. That means you.
Mm-hmm. So I think that what
So you're going to spend that card still, or you're going to take that card back?
Yeah, I'm going to actually I'm going to spend this card still. Maybe I have duplicates or something, but I'm going to spend this card still. And what I'm going to do is, with my action, I'm going to take a loan. So this is a good first action to take a lot of times because it will give me money. Every time you take a loan, you take 30 bucks from the bank. 30 pound bucks. I think that's a British term. Who knows, right? going to take 30 pound bucks.
You know, I forgot. I paid my 4 to the bank. I'm actually supposed to put it on my little character here.
Oh, you are correct. Yes. So one of the important rules of this game is that you always spend money onto your character card. That's important because it'll affect what decisions I make, because whoever spends the least
Gets to go first the next round.
gets to go first.
So I spent more, so this, at the end of the round, this money goes to the bank. We switch places. Chris gets to go first, and Chris gets a double turn.
Yes, that is correct. So, so we refill up cards in hand. You always have 8 cards in hand until this deck depletes.
Now, one simple thing is that each one of these spots, the very first round, so during the canal phase, we can only ever build 1 per person. So
Yeah.
my purples can only be on 1 per spot. So if you look at any of our hands, if there's any duplicates, we know that those can't be used on those cities.
That is correct.
But in the real phase, you can build as many things as you want.
Yep, so first half of the game is more restrictive. It feels more restrictive, but it forces you to build out, and that'll be important, and you'll see why in the second half of the game. I think that what I want to do right now is I'm going to spend this pottery card. As an action, I'm going to build a canalway. Canals in the first half of the game cost £3 dollars, monies, bucks each. So I'm going to take one of my canalways here, and I'm going to build this connection from Shrewsbury Market out to Colebrookdale. The next thing that I'm going to do, my second action per turn, like I said, you always get 2 actions per turn, except for that very first round of the game, I will spend my other Colebrookdale card. Since I cannot build 2 things in Colebrookdale, that's why I was okay wasting one of them, essentially. So this Colebrookdale card, I'm now going to do that thing I originally intended to the first half of the game, where I will spend 5 coins and this 1 from the market, right? Because now a market is connected by canal to where I want to build. So I'm going to spend that. So I spent a total of 9 this turn. And I'm going to put iron onto the Colebrookdale iron mine that I just built. What happens when you build iron or coal mines is these cubes immediately go onto that building. And if there are any available spots for that resource type in the market, if you are connected by rail for coal, because you have to have a rail connection for coal, but not for iron, this can go directly to the market, and I'm going to earn some money back. £2 for each cube that I put in here, £1 that I put in here. So this is both the cost and the reward, like the cost and the sale price. Mm-hmm. So that means I'm going to get £6 back from that. You know what we forgot to do? I'm sorry, when we distributed out cards, we forgot to do the income phase. So Wendy's income is at 0, which is what this circle represents. My income is at -3 because of that loan that I took last turn. So I have to pay £3 directly to the bank. And when you pay out these loans, you're repaying the bank, this is the only time the money that you spend goes to the bank directly instead of onto your character card, your turn order representation. Now that I've done that, and I won't have to explain this much every single turn, but now that an iron mine is empty and has no cubes on it, it will flip over, and that's going to earn me a few things. It'll earn me income, so I get to go up 1, 2, 3 steps, so that this next round, at the end of the round, I won't have to pay back off my loan, and this will be worth victory points at the end of the round that we'll show later. So that was my 2 actions for this turn.
There you go. Okay, so my 2 actions are, I'm just going to build 2 canals. So I'll use that card and this card, and I will spend 6, which is less than Chris, which means I will go first next round.
Sure will.
Which will be a beautiful thing. So I'm going to place those there.
So your first placement onto the board can be anywhere, but from then on, you have to build connected to your market with canalways. And if you have specific city cards, you can build anywhere, so long as you don't need to transport coal along non-existent canalways.
Yep, so that was my initial turn. We then do the end of the round. I paid less.
Mm-hmm.
So
turn order changes.
we both have 0 income, and we spend 0. So that's beautiful.
Very cool. So now
Get 2 new
refill back up.
cards.
Now, because Wendy spent less, she is rewarded for her thrift and gets to go again.
All right. So this time round, I'm going to take a double loan. So I'm going to use both my actions. Oh, but what do I want to spend? This is the hard part, is figuring out which of these cards I want to spend. I think I will spend this one.
Nunton.
And-
You're not having nunton of it?
Have a nunton of it.
Nunton of it.
And maybe...
Nuneaton? I don't know how to pronounce your cities, England. I'm sorry.
No idea.
And Kidderminster.
Maybe Kidderminster. Kidderminster. So many choices. It's always so hard to make these decisions.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to take a double loan. I spent those 2, so then I'm actually going to get 60, 20, 40, 50, 5, 60.
Whew.
Okay. Lots of money, but then I go down 6 points there.
6 steps of income.
Pretty
Yep.
painful.
That's big. You're going to be paying out $6 until per round until you get
But I
out of that
spent
debt.
nothing, so I will get to go first next turn.
That's very true. No, that's a great point. I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend. Since Wendy has spent nothing, I could either try and spend very little, or I could spend a lot. Because if I spend a lot, no matter what, I'm still going to go second. And I've got some money to spare, not much as rich Auntie Pennybags over there. But I'm going to spend 3 to build a canalway. Will be the first thing that I want to do, because I cannot build any more in Coldbrookdale. So yeah, I'll build a canalway down here to Kidderminster, and man, sure. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend a Kidderminster card to build a level 1 cotton factory, cotton mill. You'll notice that in this space of Kidderminster, I can either build a cotton mill here, or this space says I can build a cotton mill or a coal mine. And the don't be a jerk rule states that you build here first. Once this is taken, if Wendy wants to build on this spot, she can build a cotton mill, but I'm not supposed to do that just to be like, haha, Wendy can't build a coal mine there in the future. So that's going to cost me $12 to build that level 1 cotton mill. So 10, 12. So I spent 15, which is pretty inconsequential. So let's get to end of the round.
Okay, I spend 6.
Okay,
of
I
my
get
interest.
0 income, and the turn order does not change because Wendy
Spent nothing.
literally spent nothing.
So 2 cards for me.
2 cards for you.
Now, once
I'll
that
have
deck
some
runs out,
cards.
we just finish off what's in our hand, and once all the cards are gone, it is the end of the canal phase.
Yep.
So I am going to... So many possibilities. I want them all.
You want them all?
I want them all, and I want them now.
You want them now.
I am going to... Do you see my dilemma here?
I'm not looking.
This is my dilemma. I'm going to actually spend my Birmingham card and my Stafford card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a canal for 3.
So that's using your first card.
First card. My second card, I'm going to build a clay in that, so I need 17 plus 1 for the steel. So 18 for that. Oops.
And she uses this iron from the market.
So I spent 21. I guess I could just keep that and do that.
You spent 21 total?
21 total.
Very good.
That is my turn. So if you look at this little icon here, I don't know if you can see it from there, but it's a little...
Anti-light bulb?
It's like a light with an O cross through it. So early on when I spent this iron to remove some of these from my board, you cannot do that on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th level of these. You, however, can on the 2nd and 4th. But you also look, the benefits 5 income and 10 victory points for the first level. Second level is only 1 and 1. So the second and fourth levels are kind of useless. You basically have to develop past them if you want to get any points from them. So yeah, that's the benefit.
So Wendy makes a good point here, right? Costs are shown on the left side and benefits are shown on the right for every tile that's in the game. And so that's definitely...
It's an upgrade with this version. The previous version, you just stacked these things in giant stacks and then kept flipping them over to see what their benefit was.
Yeah, how much does a level 2 this thing give me? You have to look on the back
on the
side.
board, you're like, oh yeah, what was flipped? So
make my thing
benefits
crooked.
of this game.
Alrighty then. So then my turn. When he spent a good chunk of money, so then I can either try and spend a lot and still go first. Man, but the problem is the things that I want to do right now aren't that expensive, which is unfortunate. So I'm going to spend the Iron Industry card, and that's going to allow me to... I'm going to take the development action, which is what Wendy did earlier, where I'm going to pay for iron, so £1 and £2. So I'll pay a total of £3 for that iron, so that I can develop past 2 tiles.
You get $2 change. You paid a 5.
Correct, I put a $5 in there, put 3 on there, 2 into my
So,
personnel.
What are you going to develop?
I'm going to develop both of my cotton mills, actually. So these both are going to go bye-bye. So that I can start building level 2 cotton mills. I desperately wish I had started doing that earlier. Ugh, I should have thought about that. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to do great. So for my second action, I think that I'm going to... I could either take a loan, or I could... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a canalway. So that's going to cost me another 3. So I only have spent 6, which definitely means I get to go first. Then that canalway I'm going to build down here. This is a little T-junction. If you build this canalway or railway, you connect Kidderminster and Worcester, but you also connect it to this beer farm on the side. So that's good for me. That's good news. So I've only spent 6. Wendy spent 21.
Okay, end of the round, we change.
Turn order definitely changes.
I get 2 spots and I pay $6.
Because your income is negative. Learn your stuff, kids. Learn from Martin Wallace. Don't get into debt. Some very grumpy-looking, debt collector is going to come and break Wendy's legs here soon.
Probably.
I'm going to make change for this $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got to go first. Here's my new cards that I'm looking at. Ooh, yeah, my cards changed a lot. And in the first age, the Canal age, especially because you have that restriction where you cannot build 2 places in the same city. When you have duplicate cards like this, it's not bad because you're like, oh, I need to build a canalway or whatever. That's going to be easy for you to do. What is Wendy going to do on her turn? She's going to try and get out of debt somehow. So looking at the state of the board, I bet that what Wendy's going to try and do is sell this, because now she's connected all the way over here to this market. So if I can sell cotton to this market first, that'll make it harder for her. Every sale you make in this game requires beer. There is 1 free barrel of beer at each of the open market stalls. And so if you can do that, if you can be the first person to use this free beer, you get whatever bonus is listed here. 4 victory points, or free development, or 2 extra income. And so the other thing is that if you are not the first person to do this, you then have to use beer off the board somewhere. I have not built any beer, so I think that I'm going to actually take this sell action because I want to flip this over and start getting some positive income. So since I know that that's what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend my first action to take a loan, to go down 1, 2, 3 spaces and to grab $30. Then I'm going to take my second action using this other Coventry card, those duplicates I talked about. And then with that, I'm going to sell. When I take the sell action, you have to match up the tile, the industry that you want to sell to this market. This market happens to sell everything. And this one only takes cotton, this one only takes the manufactured goods crates. So I'm going to take the sell action, use the beer. I get 4 victory points. And then I get to flip over the things that I sell. I can sell multiple tiles, even multiple industries at the same time. However, to beat Wendy to this race, I'm going to do it first. So now my income goes up by 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm at positive income.
All right, well, that obviously hurt a lot, so I will switch my strategy around, figure out what I can do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Yeah, I will do that. So I'm going to build a beer, which is like build a bear, but not quite.
Build a beer factory.
Build a beer.
More for the adults of the family.
In Colebrook. So that will cost me 5, 6, 7, and I can spend so much money right now. Let's just remember that's 7. And then I will also flip stuff over. So that gets a beer put on it.
Very
Actually,
good.
Let me just make change because...
Because you're spending 7, you said, right?
Yeah, I'm spending 7. So then I've got that nice little beer there. Then I'm going to go ahead and sell for my second action. And I'm going to use a Cancock card. So I'll use my beer, which means this flips over.
That's pretty nice.
That's 4 income. This flips over, which is 5 income, so I get 9 income. Which is beautiful because I've been super in debt. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That is
6,
my
7,
victory point
8,
marker.
9. That is your victory point marker.
You are free to move that.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I'm at number 13. I'm now at 2 income. Rolling in the dough, baby. Rolling in the dough. So if you look here now, this has a double connector. This has a single connector. So everyone connected to Calbrookdale at the end of the canal phase will earn 3 points for everything that's connected here. This actually benefits Chris more that I put it there. Sorry, it goes there. But it worked for what I needed.
At the end of each round, you score up how many of your canals are connected to these different connector symbols, and those score points as well as your buildings that are flipped over. So I'm pretty happy with that.
So.
Good on you. You did very well. Got yourself out of debt. But yeah, pretty good. So end of the round steps. Turn order does not change.
Mm-hmm.
We now have positive income.
I get $2.
I get £1 dollar buck.
It's a miracle.
Yeah, so that's not bad.
Take 2 cards.
We draw back up. And as you can see, this deck gets thin. There's only 4 more cards, in fact. So that means we'll play this round, we'll draw back up cards, and then we'll be at 8 cards. Then we play through these 8 cards, dwindling down until we play the entirety of our remaining hands, and that is the Canal age of the game. So I get to go first, and I've got a few plans. I've got a few things that I want to do. Unfortunately, not everything is coming up my way, the way that I want it to be. So first thing I'm going to do is spend my Worcester card, and I'm going to build one of these cotton mills down here in Worcester. So that one is going to cost me 14 pounds and 2 more for using this coal here from the market. So that is going to be a total of 16 pounds. Whew, big money. That is built there. And then I think that the other thing that I want to do is I'm going to build a canalway. Or maybe I could develop or something. I think I'm going to build a canalway first. Oh, this beach should be over here in the market itself. Yeah, this is, like Wendy said, this is where it gets hard because this game is just as much a hand management card game as it is an economic build stuff out there game. Which one of these cities am I not looking to build in? Or industry cards. I'm going to play... this pains me. Okay, I'm going to play this iron industry. But if I build an iron mine, then it's going to fill up the market and get me lots of money and flip. So, I'm going to play this. I'm going to use that to build a canalway, so it's going to cost me $3 more. 3 more Britain bucks. And I will go to Dudley. That is my turn.
Okay, I am going to spend 8. With that, I'm going to build an iron mine and a canal. So I'm building a canal here. Oh, do I want to do it there? Or do I want to do it away from Chris? I'm not helping him.
Oh, that's fair.
But then he'll also help me. Oh, the debate. That's fine. I'll do it there. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to build there. I'm going to spend the 3 for that and then the 5 for this mine. Oh, plus 2 for the coal.
Mm-hmm. So that means you'll be spending 10.
I'll be spending 10. Let's just take that back then. And this had 4 on it, so instead of putting them on there, they fill up the market, which gives me 6 back. So I'll get 6 income for that. And this will automatically flip, which gives me 3 income. I'm now there. And let me play some cards for that now.
Yes, which
So
card
I'm
do you
playing
use?
the Dudley card for the steel. And I am playing a beer card. Those are my 2 cards.
For the canal.
For the
so
canal.
technically the beer card first, so on and so forth.
Sure. So you obviously spent more than me. So end of the round, we move up there. I have 3 income.
Woohoo! And I got 1 income.
We take our cards. And now we just play out what's in our hands.
Yep, these are
exciting.
the only cards that we're going to have for the rest of the round.
All right. So I want to spend my Cancock card.
Cannock.
Cannock. To build a coal mine, which fills up 3 here. So I get 5 money back. 5 back, but I spent 7 on that. And then I'm going to build a second one. These are level 2, so they stick around. Build a second one.
This flips, right?
Oh yes, that flips automatically. Thank you.
Ooh, 7 income steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When he's starting to earn £7 each round.
Spend another 7, so that's 15. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's 15 to build this one in Wolverhampton. And that will have 1 here and 2 left on it. Now, if anyone wants to use coal, they have to use that first before they can buy it from the market.
And you filled up, so you get £1 as well.
1 more pound. All about that money.
Very good.
All right, your turn.
Oh boy, so that does a lot of good things to, kick me in the sensitive areas proactively, because Wendy saw me build into Dudley, which means, hey, maybe Chris wanted to build that coal mine, which I did want to do, in fact, and so her preemptively building this and having those sitting out means I can't build my own and guarantee that those will get used and gobbled up. So she filled the market, and she left a few on the board. So that's pretty good. That's pretty clever.
Basically, you're welcome.
I can build my own and use my own off of there. However, it's not as good immediately. So I think what I'll do this round instead then, see, I already built in Worcester, so I'm going to spend the Worcester card because I cannot duplicate in there. And I'll spend £3, build a Canal Way over there, and then I'm going to spend another card. Oh, this is Tamworth? Yeah, this is kind of a tough call. So I'm going to spend the Tamworth card to sell. And so I'm going to sell this cotton, wow, what are they called? Cotton mills, using this free beer sitting over here. So this will flip, and I get 1 free development. So this level 2 thing gives me 4 income.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Very nice, very nice. Good job, good job. To my little cotton mill, the little cotton mill I could. And this will give you 1 free development, so I'm going to develop past this level 1 coal, probably? That's a tough call. That's a tough call. Ha ha ha.
So every level 1 building at the end of the canal phase will be removed from the board. Everything that is level 2 or higher will remain and can continue to earn victory points the following phase.
Yep. So I think that's why I still want to develop past the level 1 thing, so that I can start building 2s and higher. So that is that's that. Those are my 2 actions. So let's go to turn order. I spent less than Wendy, which is great. We get our income. I get 3. Wendy gets 7. That's pretty gnarly. How does it feel over there in
Buko Bucks land?
I was going to say in business class.
I will tell you what, it definitely was worth it. No, I'll just keep those. To take that $60 loan that I paid a few rounds of interest on.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Whereas I have avoided loans, but I didn't have as much money sitting there, and my income is lower. So Wendy definitely used a loan to her advantage. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good move that you did. Now, what else do I want to do? I think that for the next turn, we collected income, we did turn order, we don't deal out cards. So I'm going to spend the Dudley card to still build this coal mine, even though I know it's not going to fill up the market and get me money, get me a lot immediately. It's still going to be good investment, I think. That'll cost me 7, and it'll put 3 of these coal right onto it. I can still use my own coal instead of Wendy, so this might flip over sooner, which would be good.
You have to take the closest coal, correct?
Yes. So if I build like over here, my coal is closer still than Wendy's. But if I'm building up north here, then I have to take Wendy's first before my own. So I'm going to try and stick in the south, if that, if that seems logical at all. Oh man, yeah, which things do I want to do right now? So I spent the Dudley card, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, this is tough. I gotta spend another one of these cards. Gotta do, man. A lot of choices. Lots of choices now. I think I will spend this Wolverhampton card as my second action. I don't think I'm going to build in there, so what I'll do instead is I'll spend 3 to build a Canal Way. I'm going to put a 5er in and take 2 out. And I'm going to build a Canal Way connecting Dudley and Birmingham. I could build it here, which would give me 1 more point, but if I build it here, it prevents Wendy from being able to do that and getting bonus points. So I guess that's probably worth it. So yeah, those are my 2 actions.
Those are your 2 actions.
Yes, ma'am.
Chris, building that coal mine makes me change my view of things if I want to use coal, because then it'll benefit him. If I can get a greater benefit, that's cool and all. So let me think about that.
That is one thing I love about this game, is that, as Wendy said earlier, do I want to build over here because it'll help Chris with his link points, right, for having more canals and stuff touching it. There's a lot of points that will benefit both players. There's that positive interaction. I built that canal way, and Wendy can use my canals. I built this canal way, and Wendy can sell along them or buy coal along them. There's a lot of helping and give and take with this game.
Mm-hmm. All right. So if you see here, Chris is connected to Birmingham, which is where I want to go. Luckily, I have a Birmingham card. I'm going to spend one of his coal with 8 buckaroos. Let's put on yours.
Yeah, make me look like I'm spending more.
Right. And I'm going to put out a level 1 good.
Okay, one of your manufacturing goods.
And then I'm going to
Birmingham.
build.
That's where I want to go.
So I'm actually going to spend $1 more than you.
Ooh.
So sad. I wish there was a way around. Oh, there is a way. There is. Nope. I'll still be spending 2, which will be equal to you. So never mind. I'll build a canal. Okay. So I'm going to build a canal over here to Coventry.
To Coventry, huh?
Yep.
I hear they have a lovely carol over there.
Something like that.
Wowzers. This is getting tight and tough. Okay, so you did spend one of my coal, which is groovy. Thank you. I'm closer to flipping that flippity-flip over.
You are quite unwelcome.
So that's both your actions. You spent both of your cards?
I did not spend both my cards. I spent my Burton Trent card.
Okie-doke. Well, end of that round. So turn order does not change because Wendy decided to spend more than me.
That's how I roll.
However, Wendy will be getting 7 income. You're still at 7?
Yep.
Yowzers. I will only be getting 3 income. I've still got 2 tenors though. That's good.
You still have more money than me, so.
I do still have more money than you. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit.
All right, and it's your turn again, my love.
Oh, that's interesting. I, in a way, kind of wish that you actually did go before me, because I want to try and react. I want to zap to your zip. Oh, also, wow, my little victory point. You knocked that over to the side when you were getting this huge amount of income.
I just got so excited.
Get out of my way, victory point chip thing. Huh.
So excited. I just can't hide it.
Can't you now?
I built my canal in the wrong spot.
You built your canal in the wrong
I
spot?
built my canal on the wrong spot.
Were you trying to go to the market instead of to Coventry, or?
Yeah.
Well, fix that because...
Shh. So we are okay with take-backsies with there's no new information, which there is no new information thus far.
Yes, especially because I was like, oh, cool, she's going to go to that market to sell it. Oh, no, she's going to go just to some other city?
So originally
Psych.
I had a plan to go here and build another one of these puppies, but I just don't have the actions for it. I'm telling you all my strategy, my love. So
It's
that's
fine.
why
I've
I'm
got 4,
confused.
I've got 4 actions, and I need 5 actions to pull off everything I want to do before the end of this round, and so it just ain't happening. Oh, this is tough. Wait, do I have enough actions? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I might be blind, or bad at math. Neither one of those things would be helpful in this situation. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try it. Okay. I'm gonna build a canalway using this, using this card. Oh man, I hope that I don't mess anything up along the way. So I'm gonna spend 3 money bucks, £3 to build a canalway from Birmingham over yonder to Wassel, and then I will spend yonder Wassel card to build a brewery. So that's going to cost me 5 plus 1 off of here. One thing that you'll notice, when I purchase these from the market, there's no iron on the board. Well, anyway, if you purchase these sitting on the board don't fill up the market. If there were any, they would just still stay there, and you have to use those first. So I'm going to spend this one. So that's going to cost me $6 to build a level 1 brewery out here in Wassel. So that gets 1 beer put on to it. So I need to spend. So I spent 3 for that, and then 6. Dang it, I'm going to have to make change for a tenner. 5. Though, does get to showcase how awesome these poker chips are for this game. Okay, so I spent 9 money bucks. I have built a level 1 brewery here in Wassel.
Congratulations, you have been a Wasseline.
Thank you.
I am going to spend $3 total. And trade in one of those 5s.
Ooh, trying to undercut me, huh?
5. So I'm spending 3 for a canal. Right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and sell this. So I'm going to flip it over. So I should spend my cards for that whole thing, right? So I'm going to spend
Probably.
this in Stafford. I'm going to use that beer. So I get 2 income plus 5 income.
You need so much more. 3, 4, 5.
And then, yeah, that's that.
Wow.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Okie dokie. Well, you definitely underspent me. So you get to go first, which is dangerous. You get 7 income. Or no, you don't get 7. You get 10. So that was 7. Here's the remainder. Whereas I am still at 3 income. And loving it. Probably. Possibly. This is where things get dangerous. I've got a beer just sitting here. Anybody can use my beer so long as they have a rail or canal connection to it. So I'm curious to see what Wendy's going to do with her last 2 actions of the canal era.
Let's see. So you have nothing unflipped, correct, honey?
Nothing unflipped. I've got this unflipped with a beer on it, and I've got this unflipped.
I guess that's true. I'm sorry. You have no sellable industries unflipped.
Sure, I have no sellable industries. That's
Okay.
correct.
So I'm actually going to spend 10. I'm going to build... do I want to do that? So I have a Coventry card and a beer card. If I build a beer, it's not going to flip this turn.
Correct, but it will sit out for next round. But there's one nuance to the game, is when you build a brewery, they will show on there 1 or 2 beers. And that's because if you build it in the canal era, you get 1 beer. If you build it in the rail era, the second half of the game, it will get 2 beers on it.
Yep.
Which means more use for you, but also longer before you can flip it. So it is a good and a bad. And I have actually run out of breweries before and lost the game because of it.
So I am actually going to spend 3 on a canal.
Okie doke.
I'm going to place that canal right here because that is nice points.
Yeah, that's a double link and a double link.
Big fan of that. Most of the other points for canals are not around. I can get 2 here. I can get 1 maybe something if you flip that.
If I flip that.
If you flip that lid. Or I could build a level 2 beer, only get 1 beer on it, but it'll be ready for next round. I think I will hold off. I could also spend $3 and upgrade some industry. I think I'm gonna do that. 1, 2, 3. That helps you get ready to flip some more stuff, but I think it makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna spend those 3. So I spent 6, and I'm gonna upgrade past that pottery and past this level 2 thingy-majigger.
The manufactured good?
Yep.
Whew, okay. Very good. So you have, you've gone now, right? Done both your actions?
That's my actions. I'm out of cards.
Out of cards, out of sight, out of cards. That's not how the phrase goes. So, my first action I'm going to spend in Birmingham. I'm going to build a cotton mill right there, which is going to cost 1 of my own coal, which part of me is a little upset about that because I want coal on the board as we go into the rail era. I'll explain a little bit why, but, you know, hey, that's not bad. So I built that thing, which will cost 14 money bucks. And my last action is I'm going to sell it using my beer to, honestly, either one of these markets, right? It doesn't matter because only the first time you sell it do you get that bonus. So I sell my beer, or I use my beer. I'm imbibing. Wait, I portmanteau to that. Imbibing by bribing. I'm a funny guy. Okay, so yes, I am selling cotton. I have a contract now done. So I'm going to move up 4 and 4 steps of income. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. I finally got some good income, and I got some good double rails out of that. So that was a good last turn.
I think so. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm still in the lead, or I'm still first player, should I say?
That's correct. You spent less than me.
So let's go ahead and take our income to start. So I get a 10.
Okay, I get 7.
Slowly making money on this game.
Oh man, sometimes your income is so low the entire game, it's tight. Money's doing okay so far.
So let's go ahead and count canals for victory points. So let's start with mine. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Whoa!
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I have 20 points in canals. So go ahead and I will move there. How about you do your canals?
Sure thing. I won't have one as nice as that, but close. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 for just this one. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 17, 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Actually, I did have one that was 6 points, so...
You way ahead of me so far.
Sure. So 29 points.
4 canals.
29 plus the 4 that I earned earlier is 33. So I'm up there to a healthy start.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and do building. So this is 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Did I get all mine? So 20 more points, right?
Where did you get your 20th point? I did. Or just 19 and 20?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 20 points for you?
So 10,
Uh-huh.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Okay, that
I
sounds...
missed that one. Okay.
That sounds more like it. So 22, 40...
All the ones are gone.
So, as Wendy mentioned earlier, all the level 1 industries, whether they're flipped or unflipped, like if these were level 1s, gone, get out of there. They actually get removed. So...
You have 22 as well.
I have 22, 5, 10, 15, yeah, 22. So 22 plus my 33 puts me up at 50.
And this.
5.
All right.
Okay, so all the level 1s are gone. Now, as you notice, these flipped over level 2s will score again at the end of the rail era. So they're kind of double points, which is sort of sweet. But these things that are unflipped will still be usable. As we enter the rail era, one thing to note, as we'll shuffle up these cards and get everything ready, is that the price of building a railway is different than the price of building a canal.
Over here it shows right here, 5 and a coal to build 1 railway. If you want to do a double rail in a turn, which is possible, you need 15 2 coal and a beer.
So you can spend 1 action and build 2 railways off of it, which is really nice. You can really get a lot of those big connection points at the end of the game.
This is why breweries are so important this phase, and also they get 2 put on them instead of 1 when you build them.
Yeah, because you're going to be spending beers to sell your contracts as well as build those rails. So, Wendy, would you like to actually stock up the markets with beer?
Yep. So these get reset.
So 1 free beer at each of those. And those bonuses are now reactive. Like they can be used again. They're not reactive like they... Well, they are a reaction, I guess. But I mean, they're active again. That's what I mean by reactive.
Sure. So Chris is shuffling up the whole deck again. And we will get 8 cards.
All right, these are going to be our 8 cards to start the rail era. Ba, 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 ba. Money's tight for me. Money's tight for me.
All right, so I go first. Everyone takes a look at my hand up here. You'll see that. Pretty nice.
What hands those are.
They are beautiful hands, and they are my hands. And I think I'm going to start off by spending 5 and one of my lovely coal here to build a rail right there to Colebrookdale. And in Colebrookdale, there are some beautiful things that we can do, and I think I'm going to start off by building some coal in Colebrookdale, because that's what you do in Colebrook.
I get what you're going for.
Okay.
Which card are you using to build the rail?
Just one second. Let me put these on, and then I will let you know.
Sounds good to me.
I'm actually going to use a Coventry card. And so that is 8. Oh, and it costs steel, which luckily can float everywhere, so that's 10 to build that. Ooh. You know what? I want to build steel. I don't want to build that. Haha. Because it was the Colebrook card, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm going to build steel. Costs 7 and a coal, which actually flips this coal, which is beautiful. It puts 3 here, so I get 2, 3, 4. 1 is left there.
So that flips would get you 7 steps of income. So Wendy's now earning 13 money bucks per round.
And I spend 7 more, so I spent 13 this round.
13 this round. That's a delicious looking little ice cream sandwich.
I've got the income, but I don't have the victory points yet. See if I can make that up.
Yes, yes. How interesting this is going to be. I think that, man, what do I want to do here? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend one of these cards, and boy howdy, I do not know which one I want to do yet. I'm going to spend the Stafford card probably to build a rail as well, which will cost me 5 buckaroos. These are the same canal pieces, but flipped over, and you'll notice that there are a few places which are rails only that we can build now, so it kind of changes the map between the two halves of the game. That costs 5 bucks and a coal, so similar to 1D, this coal moves over, flippity flip over, and I get to go up 7 steps of income. So now I'm in the 11 pound per round.
No, you're getting
range.
so close to my income.
Whew, okay, that feels pretty good. So do I want to build it over here to Birmingham, or do I want to go down to Kidderminster? Yeah, I'm going to build it over this way to Birmingham, probably. So now I do only have limited money left. And I don't have access to other coal. Whew, this is tough. What do I want to do this round? I could take a loan. And if I were to do that... do I want to take a loan? I don't know if it's worth it, because I'm finally getting good income. But I don't have a lot of money to work with, but I'll start getting more.
So the thing with loans, if you notice down here, for every income level, it's 1 space, but they start becoming 2s, and then on that side of the board become 3s. So if Chris were to take a loan right now, he'd actually end up down at 8 income. So it's quite a bit of a jump.
Yeah, you jump down steps. Mm-hmm. So yeah, from 11 to 8. Whew, but I would get 30 now, and so that 3 is, yeah, you know, you can play the economic side of things here and try and figure all that out. So if I have 5, I could spend 6 and I could build another rail. I'd only have 2 money left. Ugh, yeah, things are tight. Things are tight to think about. But I think I do want to build another rail first to give myself more access to, to build up some of those things. So I will spend one of these Iron Mine cards, $5 for a rail. Where I'm going to build that, since I don't have access on the board, I'm going to build it to this market. And when you build a rail to the market, or from the market, you then can spend an extra one to start getting these from the market. So I'll have spent 10 right there, which is still less than Wendy. But now I, and only I, have access to this market for coal. Wendy's not quite there yet. So, whew, that's tough, but I think that's what I'm going to do.
Cool, cool. All right. Well, this is my income exactly, so I'm just going to take it back.
No way.
Way.
The turn order does flip. This is almost my income. Or actually, no, that is 11. That is exactly my income.
There you go. Way for us to make a wash of things.
Wow. Okay, so the other thing, so yeah, we change turn order, we get income, and then we get cards. Glorious, glorious cards.
Interesting.
So yes, things to think about. Ooh, look, a card that I didn't get at all last age. Not a single one of these. So I'm kind of grateful for that. So yeah, let's see what I can do with my limited money bucks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 13. I have 13 pounds exactly, which is not great if you didn't know. I'm going to spend the Canal card to build another rail, which is going to cost me 6 pounds. Because I'm going to do that. I'm going to build that from Birmingham down to Redditch.
You must have all the Birmingham cards in your hand because you are very confidently connecting to it.
Maybe. Birmingham tends to be, I mean, it is the biggest city.
It is a big spot.
It's what the game is named
There's
after.
a lot of connections.
Yeah, I mean, so having a lot of connections into there is good, especially when you start flipping these things. This is already a 2-point connector. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I'm going to spend all remaining 7 of my pounds to build this coal mine down here into Redditch. So what happens is the 3 cubes get put on it. 2 of them are going to go right here to the coal market, meaning I get 2 money back. Not bad, not bad. And this 1 remaining goes right onto Redditch.
Pretty cool.
Yep, that's my painful turn. Money is so tight.
All right, I'm going to spend a Colebrook card and a coal card, and I'm going to build a coal and a beer in Colebrook. So I'm going to spend 7 plus 8 is 15. It's pretty beautiful over here.
Wow.
So this has 2 beers on it. See, I don't need to be connected to the distant markets, honey. I can handle everything. It requires 2 steel, so 1 to there, and then I'll pay 1 additional, so that's $16. $16 turn. How much did you spend?
I think you spent 11.
You spent 11? That's fine. I want to get to go twice, but I'm super set up for making lots of rails.
Yes, you are.
Oh, and this flips, and I get 3 more income.
1, 2, 3. You're in the 14 income range. Whew.
I have almost as much income as I have victory points. It's a different style of game you and I are playing, honey.
Yes, this is very true. This is very true. Wowza. That's a pretty good round. So the turn order stays the same. Income-wise, I still get 11. So here's my same 11 back. You will get 14 in income.
That is beautiful. I'll put 1 back.
Okay, we got 15. Put back to 1. We're going to get cards. Card-diddly-day-day-day-dards. Ooh, what cards do I get? Give me something good to eat. Alright, with my super not a ton of money, I think I know exactly what I want to do this round, which is going to be to take a loan. Boy, howdy. The question is, which card do I want to use? Oh, this Colebrookdale card, because Wendy built everything in Colebrookdale. This card is useless to me. Now you're dead to me, Colebrookdale. You were helpful in the first age, but now you're gone.
It is not dead to me. It is worth a lot of points.
So I'm going to take a loan. So 10, 20, 30 pounds. And what's great about that is I have to move down 3 income steps to 3 steps. So my income is reduced to 8 per round instead of 11, which was pretty sweet. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this pottery card to build a railway. So my turn will only cost me 5 pounds. because I'm going to build a railway connected to myself. So right down there, I get to use this coal instead of having to pay it from the market. And that means that this flips, giving me another 7 steps of income. So I'm back into the 11 income range, and I have some money to work with. Oh, that feels good.
That's pretty exciting. I am going to do stuff. I should figure out what that stuff is. I'm not loving some of my cards, so we will figure out how to do what to do. I think what I am going to do is I think I'm going to spend 30 and build 4 rails. I think that's my plan. That is like all of my money.
That's all your money, that's all your cubes, that's all your beer.
It's all my everything.
Whew!
I think that's what I'm going to do. I should have to figure out what cards I'm going to give up. Coventry card? And a beer card. I think is what I'm going to do.
Wow.
So, 4 rails, and they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
Like those connectors.
So now we're all connected.
Yep. So this goes, and those flip. Whoops, not that one. So I get an income of 11.
Holy macaroni.
And that is now worth a 5-point connector, and I own all the connections for it. That has 15 points there, these trains.
Ooh, Wendy's scaring me.
I'm
And you're earning 17 pounds per round.
I spent 30 this round, so
That's fair.
feeling a bit poor, but that's okay. That felt good.
Na 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 na.
Like I knew that it would
Da 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 da. Okay,
feel good.
so turn order does not change, surprisingly. I will collect 11 income.
You said I'm at 17.
17.
So like 15, 16, 17. Hey, look, y'all, I'm not as broke as I thought.
Poor but not broke.
Accurate.
All right, we each get new cards.
Thank you, my love.
You're very welcome. Yes, this is frightening.
Oh, perfect. I got the 2 cards I wanted.
Well, that's not what I wanted to hear.
Of course it's not.
Oh, hey, but this isn't too bad. Not too bad at all. I have multiple conflicting priorities, but I think that my first priority is going to be... I'm going to spend the steel card, or the iron, I'm sorry, the iron card. I'm going to spend 5, 6 to build a rail, because I don't want Wendy to be the connection queen. I want to be the queen. So I'm going to build that connection right there from Gloucester, Gloucester Market out to Worcester. And then my second action, I'm going to build in Worcester this level 3 cotton mill, which
Pretty sweet.
it costs 16 as a base, plus a coal and an iron, so 2 more. And I did not spend very little this round.
How much did you spend?
Is 24.
Ooh.
1 for every hour of the day. Oh, and this thing goes out, which is slightly important.
Pretty nice. Okay, so I'm going to spend the Wolverhampton card
Nailed it.
and a beer card. And I'm going to build a beer for 7, 8, 9. Right here. And then I'm going to build a good in Wolverhampton for 10, 11, 12. So 19, 20, 21. Is that right?
Okay.
We all feel like that's right? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I have $1 left.
Yowza. And you underspent me because it was not possible for you to overspend me.
That was a nice, expensive turn that I got for relatively free. I mean, free in some sense. Okay, so...
Free in a very weird sense.
Yeah.
Not sure I understand.
That's fine. That'll make sense in my head. So that is 17 I get back.
I only get 11 in income back. Spent more than I'm earning.
Yep. Keep having money though, man. It's a good sign. That income right there was beautiful.
Yeah, that whole move is frighteningly good.
Cannot complain about that whatsoever.
Nope. That'd be pretty petty of you, actually.
I'm not petty.
You're pretty.
I am pretty. Pretty, not petty.
So this goes back to the bank. We did turn order and income, so we get cards. Don't want to hear that these are perfect cards for you. Oh, wow. I have a lot of these cards that I'm not sure if I need. We'll see.
All right, now I have choices. I'm going to spend Birmingham and Kidderminster to build a coal and a steel. Oh, do I have money for this? Let me make sure I have money for this. 17. Yes, I will have money. 17.
Especially because you do one at a time.
Yep, do one at a time so I'll get money back. So I'm going to build my steel first. So I'll spend 9. Birmingham.
So that's from your Birmingham card.
4, 5. And 1 goes there. And these come here. So I get 6 back. But I spent a coal, so it's 9, 10, 11, right? But then I will spend this one now, which is 8. And 1 goes on there. These go here. And this comes off here.
You spent that last one as part of the building the
This one, yeah.
the coal mine. Cool.
The coal mine. So this flips. I got another 4 back. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's right, 4 back. I bumped you up to 2 steps of income, so you're now at 18.
So I spent 9, 10, 11, plus 18, which is 19. I get 2 income.
I just did that.
Okay, sweet. I think that's everything. Does that look like everything? I paid my cards?
I mean, you did enough damage to me, so I am in a world of hurt. That hurts pretty badly, actually.
Cool. That's one of my goals.
Yep, that is one of the worst feelings I've had in this game in a long time, between you monopolizing Colebrookdale and then having spent just a wee bit less than me and monopolizing a pretty good market situation.
All for monopolies, man. All for monopolies.
This is hard. This is really tough.
I'm so excited when these flip because this one train is connected to everything. It's gonna be so beautiful.
You like I said, you're the connection queen right now, unfortunately.
Good news is coal is cheap.
Coal's
Steel
cheap,
is
but
cheap.
first I have to flip over that one of yours, you know.
Like I said, coal is cheap.
The way that I can get around using her coal is by building in Cannock and
You're
building...
not connect. Oh, sorry.
Using the Cannock card, I don't have to be connected. So I can build this, and though I'm not connected by any rails, I don't need to be connected to use the iron. So that's going to cost me 8 and an iron, so essentially 9. Break a changer for a 5er. That's going to cost me 9 to build that there. 4 coal are going to go immediately on there. And because this is not connected to any of the markets, even if there was available space here, it would not go. So that's one action. How much did you spend? You spent
19.
19. And I just spent 9.
First action?
Yeah, that was my first action.
Can you do an action for 10 or less?
Yeah, I can. I could either sell, right, which would be good, or I could build a rail off of here. And I think I'd rather take the action that costs money. So I'm going to build, or I'm not going to build, I'm going to do a train. I'm going to spend this brewery card, spend a 5, and build a train right out here off of my own coal. That's better. That's way better than using Wendy's coal and giving her the income. She'll have to go and do that on her own. So I think that that's good, right? I have done that. So those are my 2 actions for the round. And I spent less, which that was really important to me to be able to go first next.
I got almost all my money back.
Ouch.
So I haven't taken a loan since that initial 60.
Wow.
Typically in this game, I feel like I take 4 or 5 loans, but feeling good. Thank you. That's what I got. Not bad. So one interesting thing about a 2-player game is that there are no cotton mills and no good cards. There are only area-specific cards.
Yeah, so there's no cotton mills. That's why I had to specifically wait till I had a Worcester card in order to build that.
Yeah.
So that was pretty hard. I think the first thing I'm going to do is build a brewery. Yeah, why not? I'll build a brewery right here in Wassel because I'm now connected to it, so I can use that industry card. Boom, boom, boom. That's going to cost me $7, 8 Britain bucks. Guess they're called pounds or something. So I spend the 8 to do that, and 2 of my beers go on here. Part of what's nice about that is that because they are not connected by rail, Wendy cannot use my beers. I know it might sound like I'm being protective, but there are times when you can use an opponent's beer instead of your own so that they can't carry out some of their actions or something.
Sure.
The next thing that I want to do is... I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend this pottery card, because I'm not going the pottery route. I'm going to spend that to sell, maybe? Yeah, I think that I want to sell. So I'm going to sell my cotton mill right here, flip over, and I'm going to use this one rather than this one here, because I think I need to secure those 4 points just so I can have any advantage, any lead at all. So I get that. This 3 steps of income for me. And unfortunately, another rail connection point for Wendy, but hey, that building alone is worth 9 points. Ooh, those are my 2 actions. Oh, it's feeling harsh. It's feeling hard.
So I came to a realization just now I spent the wrong card at one point, but that will have to be okay. I don't think that I can go under 8.
That was my hope by spending that amount, but not more than it.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27. I think I can do it. I will spend all of my money. Okay, make sure this math is correct for me, right?
Oh, okay.
So 15 plus a coal and a beer.
Okay, 15 to build 2 rails.
To build 2 rails. Sorry, 2 coals. So I'll take one of your coals, one of these coals, and a beer, right?
Okay. Well, you can only take this if you build into it.
Oh, that's not connected to anything.
Yeah, this is its own little island. It is a rock.
That's
is an
fine.
island.
That's fine. I'll connect to it.
I wasn't anxious for you to.
I shall connect to it. Okay, so coal, beer. So that's 15, right? Plus 12 is 17, and I will use another one of your coals for free.
Okay.
That is 27 exactly, right?
Wait. Yeah, 12 plus
15 is 27.
Yep, because you're not taking anything from market.
No additional fees. I am all in.
How does it feel to say all in with a big stack of poker chips?
All right, so let's do this and let's figure out what cards we're using. So I'm going to use the Worcester card for the rails. I'm going to put one here and one here.
Okay.
And
That's needed because you need to take off one of my coals. Ha ha ha. And you can spend one of your beers?
Yep. One of my beers.
Oh, not one of mine? One of yours?
Nope. One of mine. I'm going to spend my Dudley Do-Right card for this last steel. It requires 6. I'm really hoping people are going to build beer more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chris's cotton mills also cost steel. So 2 of them go here, so I get $2 back, which means I'm not completely broke at the end of this round.
Wow, that's impressive.
This flips. I get 6 more income.
Unimpressive. Wowzers, that's silly. That's just silly.
Just silly. That's everything, right?
You spent your 2 cards, right? You should only have 6 in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 in hand.
Yowza. Okay, so let's, well, turn order does not change. Wendy was correct in her assessment that she was not going to be able to spend less than me.
But I get 20 of my buckaroos back, so...
I get 12 income, which is significantly less than 20.
I only spent 7 more.
Yowza.
Still haven't taken out a loan.
So turn order hasn't changed.
Thinking about it, though.
We will be, here we go, receiving the last cards of the deck, meaning at this point, we are only going to have the cards in hand that we have.
For the rest of the game.
Yeah, for the rest of the game. Oh, this is a tough situation to be in. Yowza. I want it all. I want it all. And want it now.
I want it now, and I can't have it all now.
I pretty much can't have anything right now. Oh, boy. Oh, Bruin Brat-tastics. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend one of my beers and my 2 remaining coal. I'm going to take one of those double rail build actions. To do that, I'm going to spend Birmingham card. Ooh, do I want to do that? Maybe not. Maybe not. No. I think I'm going to spend the Dudley card because I pretty much can't build in Dudley. I could build over this coal mine with another coal mine. You can build over your own industries, but I don't know if I'm going to need to do that or not. So I think I'll hold on. Yeah, so I'll hold on, or I'll spend the Dudley card to build 2 railways, which is going to cost me $15, plus 1 of my own beers and 2 of my own coal. So here I come, a choo-choo train out of Wassail. Here I come, a choo-choo train, and do-do-do-do-do. That's pretty good. This flips over, which is going to give me 6 income. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm 1 step away from getting more. As you can tell, I'm definitely doubling down on Birmingham. I'm trying to get everything I can of value out of it. And since I've spent 15, I've already spent a lot. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Boy. This is really tough. I think what I'm going to do is... I think I'm going to spend Burton upon Trent as my second action, and I'm going to develop, because I've got this level 1 manufacturing good here, which cannot be built in the second half of the game. It has this little symbol indicating so. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take off one of Wendy's iron, which is necessary for development. So this goes bye-bye. Is there anything else that I want to develop while I'm at it?
Turn a level 3 beer because it's worth more victory points?
I think that I do, right? Because that'll be good. So I'm going to spend a second one of these to upgrade this also.
Trying to convince Chris to use up my steel.
I mean, it's what I was going to do anyway. So yeah, so that is my turn. I only spent the 15 on the rails.
That is your turn. Okay. First things first, I am going to take a loan. So go ahead and move me back. I'm going to Take 30.
1, 2, 3.
Spend a Kidderminster card for that.
There's a part of me that's like, ha ha ha, the mighty have fallen. But now Wendy has like a bajillion bucks. So,
Yep.
yeah. So I'm worried. I'm nervous as all get out.
So I just have to spend less than 15, huh?
Yeah, with one action.
With one action. Or I can just spend 15. I think what I'm going to actually do, though, it's so hard. I want it all, and I want it now.
I already used that joke.
Ha ha
Ha ha.
ha. Okay, I'm going to actually build a brewery in Burton Trent, which is 9 plus my steel.
Whoa. Whoops.
Which is less than 15. That can just float there because steel and beer can fly around the world.
For the owner, whereas I can't use her beer unless I'm connected by railroad.
Yep. So that is 9, right?
Yeah, I think that's just straight up 9.
Are we okay if I just stick a 10 there and pretend that it's 9 and then...
Take one back.
It's the end of the round anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with it, because you clearly underspent me.
Yep.
So yeah, that's fine.
Whew. Good game.
Oh
So,
boy. So your
I'm at
income is 17. So it's 15.
16, 17.
Whereas I'm at 14.
You're going to watch me blow through some cash now.
Let's see you do it.
All right. I'm
6
going...
cards in hand. 6 actions left. That's all I got this game.
15, 16, 17 for a double railroad and my beer. So that flips. Can you stick me at 5? So these are gone. 17 for some rails. And build this one here. And this one here. There we go. That is that so far. So that is my first action.
Yep.
My second action is going to cost 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. This puppy is going right here.
Yeah, if any one of you watching is cheering for me, I do highly suggest that you switch allegiances now. Yeah, just adore your new leader, Wendy.
$43. Do you think you can...
I think I could spend less than that.
I think that was very worth the loan that I took. Just saying.
Yowza, that's incredibly harsh and brings me to tears and hurts my heart. So
That's my plan.
So since this is an expensive round, I'm going to this round build a Nuneaton, Nunton, I don't know how to pronounce. So 16 base plus plus a coal and a iron. So unfortunately, I have to use your stinking iron, which gives you one more step of income. Mwahaha. And then I've got to pay 3 more for this coal. So what did I say? 16. So that's going to be 19. Ouches. So that is connected. So I could either sell it. Am I going to need a loan at this point in the game? I don't think I'm going to need a loan. I think that my income is going to drive me enough. But it's I don't know. It's a tough call. it is a very tough call. Rug. So yeah, that's gonna be some decent. It's gonna be some okay income. Whew, this is really hard. And my second action, I'm gonna sell, but I don't even know what card I want to use at this point. This is incredibly difficult. I'm gonna use the Redditch card, I guess. So I'm gonna sell that here at the Gloucester port, or I could use my own beer and sell it over here in Shrewsbury. Now I think I'm gonna use the free beer from Gloucester, so that is gonna bump me up 1, 2, 3 income steps. Dang, not quite enough into the 16. That's fine. That's fine. I'll do that. So those are my 2 actions. I underspent Wendy by quite a bit, but I also don't have much money.
So I have, what, 19 income?
19 income. I have 15. So I got a substantial chunk of my money back, which is all right. And boy howdy, we are down to 4 actions.
Uh-oh, did I not spend a card?
Yeah, you're supposed to be down to 4.
Oh, crap.
So,
When did I not spend cards?
probably just that last turn.
Probably. Okay, well, sell my steel. No, I mean I spent in that turn. Uh-oh. I've been calculating as if I had more cards.
Oh yeah, no, we're down to 4 actions.
Oh, poop. That changes things.
Okay, well, whoops. That's on you, I guess.
That's on me.
I'm going to build twice in Birmingham. Birmingham. You're the one. So that's going to be costing me 20 plus these 2. So I guess I can calculate that out as 22 money bucks. I'm going to put this 20 on top because it looks fancy and nice, and I finally have spent a lot of money. So I'm going to put both of these manufacturing goods right here into Birmingham, and that is literally my only hope, is that each one of these rails is worth a ton of money for me.
22?
Yep, I spent 22.
I don't know if I can do what I want to do with the income that I have. I have the actions exactly to do it, but I don't think I have the money.
Ooh, ouch. This is why turn order matters so much sometimes, because if you go second, then someone could make the market more expensive.
Yep.
Or someone might build something and make the market cheap, making it affordable for you. Oh, there's a lot of that tight interaction with this game.
Okay. I am definitely going to underspend you, honey.
Whoa.
I'm going to spend 9. And with that 9, excuse me, it's 12, right? 12. Let's try that again. Forgot I had to spend that. So it's 12. I spent this, one of those coals, and I'm going to bypass just one. Just going to bypass that one. I'm going to spend...
I'm very confused. Can you walk me through your actions?
Sorry. Yes. So that's what I'm doing now. That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
I'll walk you through. So I'm going to spend Worthinghampton to build the A rail. So that was the 5, 6, 7, 8. Right?
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then 9, 10, 11. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I'm a shy one. It's only 11. I'm going to do to upgrade that one using the Stafford card. Okay.
Well, that breaks my heart that you're going to have a 20-point building out there. Whew. That's harsh.
I have to double check, like, absolute clarifier rule.
Okay.
The sell action doesn't have to be at the same port, correct? It's just one sell action if you do a sell action?
Yes, yeah, I believe so.
But while he looks that up, I'm going to go ahead and... so I get first place. We'll put this money back. 22. My income is at 19, so I'm going to pay 1, and I'll just take 2 10s. Your income is at 15. I'll give you your income. So my first action is going to be spending the Coventry card to build this one for 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So 32, which I do have money for. I'm going to build this puppy here. Did you look it up? Is it all good?
Yep, you're good.
I'm spending my last card for the sell action, and you can sell everything that you can possibly sell. So this good is going to flip and sell here for 2 income, which doesn't matter. This is going to flip using this beer here. This one is going to flip using this beer here, which is a total of 15, 16 income. Doesn't super matter because income at this point doesn't matter, but...
Yep, income does not matter for the end of the game.
Is it a tiebreaker?
I don't remember. I'll look it up.
Okay.
If need be.
What's 16 plus 59? 75. Just because it looks cool. I've never had income that high.
Never at 24 income, yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Wow. Everything hurts. Everything hurts.
Y'all can't tell. My grin is huge right now. I'm feeling really good about this.
Yeah, everything hurts. So
I'm sorry, I didn't take these off. I spent them, but I didn't take them off.
Yep, everything still hurts. Last I checked. So, man, I got to spend this, right? Well, I was not planning on doing this, so that's going to cost me 10, 11 to do this. So I'm going to put 2 beer onto that thing. I was literally banking on. I didn't see that Wendy had an unsold manufacturing good. I didn't think she was going to take that one. So instead of being able to build a few rails as my second action, or as an action, instead I have to build a brewery. Did you flip this also?
Oh, I didn't flip that.
So you get 5 more income steps.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, that hurts my heart pretty badly. Unfortunately, so as my last action, I'm going to sell both of these because it's going to give me more points than it's going to give Wendy over here in Birmingham. And I need to sell 2 goods, which requires 2 beer. And unfortunately, I can't flip over both of these because I'm required to spend only 1 beer per thing that I'm selling. So this one flips, and I'm going to do that because this is a double connection link for 2 canals, or for 2 rails, rather than this one, which is only for 1. So that's really disheartening that I've got this thing that's not useful, but I had to spend time and action to build instead of building extra rails around. So that that hurts. That hurts right in the hurts. So built those, and I've got a fighting chance. I've already got a lead on victory points here, but Wendy built an 11 and a 20-point building in that last turn. She flipped him over. So, ouch. Ouch is all I've got to say. So I'm just going to take this one off the board for clarity's sake, so we don't have to worry about it as we go through and start counting up everything here at the end of the rail era of the game.
Just in case anyone was wondering, that was a 33-point turn, not including any connections.
Very groovy. So
pretty exciting.
That's 8 more steps of income. I'll just take it because, woohoo, I'm at 18 income.
Makes us all feel good.
Yeah, why not? Why not, right?
Do you want to count your canals first, or me? Or sorry, your rails?
Yeah, either way. I'll start. So, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 from this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 plus, so 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Is that all of my trains?
That looks like all your trains.
Okay,
that is killer.
So 59 plus 45 is 104.
Oh my goodness.
I'll zip up there.
Ooh.
You've got quite a bit of stuff over there. So let's see. What are they worth?
How are we going to do this? Okay. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Yeah.
So 42 plus 52 puts you up at 94. 42 plus 52, yep.
Slowly progressing, getting closer.
And you have tons of points in buildings, and I'm not sure how many I've got. So, yowza, let's go through. I'll count mine up because I think that I've got significantly less than you. And now we're going to, we're going to figure this all out. So anyway, so I got 3, 8, 10.
You just take them off as you go.
Sure, 3, 8, 10 points. These are, that's 20, 30. 30 plus 18 is 48.
50.
49, 50. So that's
Woo.
50 points in buildings, which sounds awesome, but so 154 is my score. However, Wendy built has 31 points in just 2 buildings. So
Not 2 buildings. That was 4 things flipped that turn.
no, I said you have 31 points in 2 buildings.
Oh, yes. Okay, so let's start with that. So 31, 40, 50, 60, 70, 72, 4, 5, 6, 7, 77.
And did you count this?
Nope. 84.
Yeah, 84 points is
84
quite
plus
a lot.
94. Do that math.
84, 178.
178. I'm just gonna hop back there.
Yeah, that's a big significant difference there in points. Your mega Colebrookdale monopoly, and then being able to build your 2 potteries and sell them. Yeah, that's a big difference. So even if you didn't take that Oxford from me by selling this thing here, I would have gotten, I would have netted a few more points. I wouldn't have had to done beer, so I would have gotten a few more rail points, but I don't think that there's a way I would have gotten, made up that difference of 30 points there.
Wow.
So, Wendy, to the victor goes the spoils.
It's pretty exciting. So when I originally started the second half, I had Colebrook, Kidderminster, Worcester, and I don't have cotton mills. Like, that was not my strategy. And I ended up getting, I think, both Kidderminsters and one of the Worcesters. And it was just super frustrating that I had these things and I couldn't really do anything there except for that one coal.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had 2 Colebrookdales and that. So that ended up working out. And
Yeah, whereas
I happened to get that kind of last minute.
Yeah, that's definitely upsetting that you're able to get the
Like, I didn't have this card
pottery.
until I think, like, the second to last draw. So.
Yeah, and also, I mean, like, that's, like, those 31 points, that's 30 points difference between your points and mine. So, if I were to have been able to do a few things nicer, and if you hadn't gotten those and had to focus on something else instead, it would have been a tighter game. I still think that you outplayed me, especially, like I said, with this Monopoly here, getting all of these huge connection points down in this area.
That was pretty good.
Whereas my plan was to kind of build up some more of these cotton mills because they're easy to build and they're close to the markets, and so it's not too hard to get rails over there for this. But I didn't get any of those cards.
Yeah, because I got them all and I didn't want them. But that probably really hurt you because you were going heavy cotton.
Yeah, and I didn't diversify at all. I didn't get into any of these, the pottery. I was throwing away pottery cards. I didn't get into the manufacturing goods until the end when I just needed to build up Birmingham because you were too afraid to build in there because I had so many rail connections.
I think I got all 3 Coventry cards this round and I got 2 of them last round, so.
Oh, that's interesting.
I was all about the Coventry.
Yeah, I had a Colebrookdale and a Worcester card, and I did use the Worcester to build that one there. I had the Dudley card. I think I didn't end up building there, but this is a tense game. Now, one action that we didn't go over is, with the cards in your hand, if you don't like what you've got, you spend your normal 1 card for an action, and you discard 2 additional cards, and you pick these ones up. This is a Wild Industry and a Wild Location card. These go into your hand, and you can have at max just these 2. They even have slightly different backs to show, hey, these are the wilds, don't mix them in. And now I can, I can play this as any location so that I'm less prone to the luck of what is drawn. I can play this as any industry, so I'm less prone to the luck of that. But it does cost an action, so it's difficult to say whether it's always worth it or not. I think you have to use it sparingly. maybe I could have done that because I just wasn't getting the cards I was hoping to. But Wendy, you did a great job building in here so early and just kicking me out.
It was pretty exciting. We hope that you really enjoyed this playthrough. We had fun playing it, especially me.
This was honestly extremely painful for me because of just how good Wendy was playing and shutting me out of things, using the turn order thing to her advantage, going first on turns where she was then able to do a few things and cut me off here in the market, so I couldn't flip over some of these coal and iron tiles. She was instead doing it. So yeah, great job managing the turn order and your spending.
Thanks. Well, this is Meeple Overboard. Thanks for watching.